The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Mr. Kashifu Abdullahi, has urged youths to support President Bola Tinubu in making Nigeria a great nation among the community of nations. Abdullahi made this appeal during a plenary session at the first Civil Society Summit on Civil Democracy and National Development in Abuja. The summit, themed Civil Society, Democracy and Governance Reforms, Building Sustainable Partnership and National Development, was organized by the National Civil Society Council of Nigeria. Abdullahi emphasized the need to build a collective ambition and exercise collective leadership to achieve that goal, stressing that everyone has a role to play.
So to reimagine that social contract between the government and civil society, we should all need to agree on what is good for Nigeria. And we should have clarity, and we should build trust. We should engage. Without this, we will never make a progress. We were coming from a situation whereby the government and citizens were not engaging, where we have a bad marriage, a blame game. People are accusing each other, government accusing opposition, opposition accusing government. But today we have a government that engaged. We have a government with clarity, because on assuming office, President Bola Tinubu made it clear that economic diversification and inclusivity are paramount to his renewed hope agenda. And the President outlined 8 priority areas to achieve that. Mr. President has a vision for Nigeria, so we should all work together to support him to achieve that vision. That's why also Mr. President is focused not just about boosting agriculture, but also about digitization. How can we use emerging technologies to shape our future? While trying to boost our agriculture, how can we use AI to do more in healthcare, in education, and many more? Mr. President also is clear when it comes to economy. He wants to make Nigeria a $1 trillion economy. So as a civil society organizations, how can you help government achieve this? I think these are the questions you should be asking yourself, because we have clarity, we have vision as a country, we need to work together to achieve that.
Former Senator Shehu Sani, who represented Kaduna Central Federal Constituency, added that while citizens find it easy to criticize the president and legislatures, they rarely extend such scrutiny to governors and local council chairmen.
And we also have cases of people expressing their opinion and then being arrested and sent to prison when they criticize some governors. As a civil society activist or as an ordinary Nigerian, sometimes you may need the protection of the law. Try and align yourself with legal organizations, sometimes that can provide cover for you whenever you get into trouble.
Professor Tunji Ashaolu also urged civil society organizations to use dialogue rather than confrontation in addressing issues.
In whatever that you are doing, if you are not adding value, then you are not belonging to that group. We don't need to pull down the government. What we need to do is to provide an advisory opinion on a certain issues. But some of us have allowed even the external affair to also now be controlling us. Away from this now is to allow this summit to come out with a reform that can give us a voice, because our space in government needs to also be given to us. If there is a ministry for youth development, women of this, humanitarian of this, what about the citizen? Because the civil society is a representative of the citizen. So we need this so that our relationship with the government can now be cordial.
Similarly, Mr. Godswill Edward highlighted Nigeria's challenge with collective decision-making.
Operate on a young democracy, but we need to hold our leaders accountable. And the greatest way to achieve that is the unity of purpose.
Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo also advised youths to recognize that Their rights end where others begin.